Hello? Hello, testing. Hello. Testing. Hello? Hello. Hello? Okay, how's it sound? Hello. Hello? Okay, how's it sound? Hello. Okay, good. Sounds good. Okay, good. That's all I needed to know. Okay, we'll get this rolling in just a second. Want to do one last thing. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. All the pieces are in, all the puzzle pieces are in place here. Okay, awesome. Well, let's get a move on. Yeah, so more demon souls, huh? We're gonna try some stuff. We're gonna try something out here. We're gonna try to block this stupid skeleton. This dumb skeleton that sucks. We're gonna try to block him. We're gonna try to use our shield to block him most prodigiously. And then perhaps with such prodigious blockagian, we may be able to get our delicious item that we need so badly, which is a pure blade stone. We'll figure it out. I think we still need a couple units of pure blade stone too. So we'll see. This could yet take a minute. This could yet take a moment. We'll see. What up, homeboy? Okay, I like how he just one-shots me through my shield block. Okay, so that's pretty funny. I have to give it up for that. That's pretty funny, actually. That is actually pretty funny. Good to know. I sort of got the impression that that was what was going to happen, but I guess I had to see it for myself. We have +4? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to need at least one pure blade stone, possibly several chunks from him. I think we might have enough of the shards, but we're going to need at least a little bit more. Honestly, we kind of don't have to do this, but because we're doing a dex-based character, we sort of should, I guess, is my sort of assessment of things. That could be deranged. Oh. But, you know. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna kick him off the cliff here. Yeah, it's so stupid. Whatever. We can at least go buy royal lotuses now. So, take these souls and we'll go buy some royal lotuses, at least. Where am I? Oh. Ghost. Get in my way, ghost. Freaking ghost, man. Out of my way, ghosts. I need to triple check to see how many of these dumb things I need anyway. It really doesn't really matter. I should probably just kill the gold skeletons anyway, but we'll mess around with this a little bit more, I guess. We'll see what this can do against a mind flare. Real fast here. And whether or not this is like actually viable. Because I was sort of operating on... Okay, so I'm used to Sekiro, where the Estus button is the interact button for some reason. They move the Estus button around for some reason in Sekiro. Okay, what am I doing? We're gonna go to... We'll go to Stonefang Tunnel to take a look and see exactly what I need. And then, once that's done, we'll take a look. We'll take a look at the so what's the damage on this? 126 by 102. So what's... so am I going to gain like a massive amount of damage from the next upgrade? This is the crazy thing, right? Because there's a very real possibility that when I upgrade this thing one more time, it's going to gain like an insane amount of damage or something. That it's going to go from... that it's going to like shoot up into the freaking stratosphere. Because this weapon has like 165 dex scaling. Like, this weapon is getting so much from dexterity that it's kind of freaky. Okay, so we need 5 chunks of bladestone and 1 pure bladestone. Okay. So the chunks are going to be, well, the pure might, there's no telling how long the pure is going to take me to get. We can go get some royal lotuses real fast here while we're just goofing around. This thing is gaining like a ridiculously insane amount of so there's a possibility that I'm going to hit this killage. I'm gonna upgrade it one more time, and it's gonna shoot up into the moon for like no reason. But we'll get these whatever he calls them first. We'll get some royal lotuses first, real fast. If I can remember where she is. If I can freaking remember where she even is. Where even is she? Okay, wow, that's pretty cool. Well, you can't complain too much about that. That's always a good start to any conversation. Is it this way? Oh. Freaking creepy squid. God, please. There you go. Go figure. Okay, now give me my precious... Where's the merchant? Where's the heckin' merchant? Where is she? Do I not know where the merchant is here? Is she up a level? Probably. Okay. That's lame. Forgot where the merchant is. Royal Lotus, please. No? Okay. Yeah, I think, honestly, sharp infusing this weapon would probably be way smarter. Or blade infusing this weapon would probably be way smarter than whatever the heck it is that I did. Well, I tearing infused this, so... Well, no, so the reason why I tearing infused this is so I can apply bleed to red phantoms. So the idea being is somebody shows up, or an NPC shows up, and I go bam, bam, and I hit them with this thing, and then they start bleeding. What's star 2? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a possibility that this is like the optimal weapon for like old monk and stuff. I think he's weak to bleed. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Like old monk, you can sit there and bleed him. And a lot of these, and also Selin Vinland. So we're gonna have to bleed her at some point. Oh. So, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of scaling we get out of the killage here in like a handful of seconds, because it should be S rank scaling at max when it's maxed out. If it's not, it will be very interesting. So she's through this wall. Or no? Yeah, okay. She's this way, right? Uh-oh. It's a goofball. Oh, okay. Wrong way again. Go figure. So I just don't know. I don't know Demon Souls very well. You believe it? There you go. Whoa. Okay. Whatever, let's just get our Royal Lotuses and move on. I think I have enough Widow's Lotuses too. What's up, homeboy? Royal Lotus. Boom.
Now I can.
Okay, cool, awesome, thank you. Drop down. Oh. Kill you. Are we really close to the entrance here? Whatever, let's just get out of here. And then we'll go yeah, and then we'll go grab skeletons. Oh. Oh, dang. So we've had to go to Black World Tendency in 3 different worlds for this character. Where am I going? Oh yeah. We need to find our blade stone here. I wonder if there's a faster way to kill gold skeletons. Let's mess around with that real fast. Uh-oh. Again, Sekiro. Sekiro's like the X button. I think in Xbox the square button, yeah. Okay, so we go. We'll go to Adjudicator Archstone. Oh wait, no, that was where we were. Oops. So we should be able to go back. Retreat back this way, right? Oh, this is gonna be such a pain. No free lunch, huh? They really don't want you to farm this stuff, huh? They're really like, you know, brother, we don't really want you to farm in this. Oh, here, never mind. Okay, wait a minute. What's this guy drop? What do you reckon this guy drops? Shard. Okay, that's not good. That's actually really, really bad. I was kind of hoping that would be something better than a shard. So where is the way back? Is it this? Yeah, okay. So let's see if this guy drops a chunk real fast. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Let's see what these guys drop. Soul Remains, okay. Shard of Bladestone, okay, not good. We can farm chunks this way. I mean, if these guys drop chunks, we could farm them this way. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Shoot. Okay, well, I guess let's try it again. Because we might actually be able to do this instead of doing whatever the heck we're doing the other way. Oh, okay, but it dumps us out here, though. That really sucks. The fact that it dumps us out here really sucks. If we die. That's really stinky, though. Because we need to go... We need to go... the other way. That is so stinky, though. I gotta be honest. That's really lame. Oh well. And yet we persist. And yet we persist. And yet we persist. Why is he looking at me? Why did he turn around there? Shard of Bladestone. Okay, see, that's no good. Because getting chunks is otherwise going to be really tricky. Oh. What are we getting? Oh wait, no. This way. Holy Arrow. Okay, that's no good. Shard of Bladestone. Okay, again, no good. Not what we're looking for. Well, let's see if we can lure them. Oh, fudge. We can either kill this manta ray or lure. Okay, never mind. That's good. That's fine. Let's see if we can lure one of them away from the other one. If we can lure them away from one another, that'll make this easier. Okay. Soul remains. Again, not what we're looking for. Killage. Okay. Interesting. I'm not optimistic about our odds here. Maybe we should just go the other way. I'm just not optimistic about this. Considering we're still on 1-1. Like, there's no reason that any of these enemies would drop anything good. Speaking of which, let's just Dark Sign while we're at it. Let's just Dark Sign. I don't need these souls. Let's just Dark Sign. Let's just Dark Sign. Let's just freaking Dark Sign. Okay. Maybe we just won't try that guy anymore. I don't know. We'll just run it down. Let's go down. Yes, I'm gonna make a pad thai tonight. I was trying to look into some mole sauce. I was looking into making a mole sauce. Nah, maybe I'll save this story for if somebody shows up. But, yeah, I'm gonna have a pad thai for dinner. Gonna be nice, tasty peanut butter type deal. Slurp. Mmm, tasty. Oh, oof. Oof. Gosh. Just drop the pure blade stone, brother. Just drop that pure blade stone. That's all we need is the pure blade stone. Just drop that. Just go ahead. Just drop the pure blade stone. Go ahead. Yeah, he's just... This guy's so annoying. And he like gets hyper armor too. On some of those attacks. That's so goofy. Why does he get hyper armor on like half of those attacks? He gets hyper armor on like a huge number of those attacks. I just go back to the bow and arrow. Just go back to the bow and arrow. Just sit there and snipe him. Just don't play his game. Don't play his unbelievably terrible game. No, I can't even roll through it. Gotta hit it. Jeez. Oh, there's a chunk though. There's a chunk though. Okay, now we nextly binding out. Where is it? Hold up. Let's just bind this. Oh, wait, wrong one. This is like isn't even that much more efficient because it takes us back to the Nexus instead of the door or instead of the Archstone. So it's like really inefficient to do this way. And yet this is the only way to get dex scaling Bladestone. Can you believe that? So honestly, this could be like the big defining factor between like Knight Sword, between a dex weapon and a strength weapon. Because the dex weapon, this is like really monstrously awful versus like a dex weapon, which is like cartoon, or a strength weapon, which is like cartoonishly evil to level up. So it's kind of ironic. Like this could be what kills dex. I mean, I guess you just, well, no, you can't buff a sucker stone weapon either. So like this literally will kill dex. This is straight up going to kill dex. Like, I'm dead serious when I tell you that this is the thing that kills dexterity for like New Game Plus. Like, there's no way that a killage could possibly make up. Like, a killage, it doesn't matter how good a killage is, it will not make up for this under any circumstances. This is going to kill dexterity 100% as like an upgrade path. Like, this is so much freaking work for like no benefit. Fudge. There we go. Okay, go. I got him. I mean, there's a chunk of bladestone at least, I suppose. Like, this is so much harder than farming Greystone. This is literally so much more difficult than farming Greystone. This is disgustingly more difficult than farming Greystone. Greystone is like nothing compared to this. I mean, like, yeah, the Greystone's annoying, but that doesn't matter, right? You sit there and you just shoot a bunch of, you know, rockworms. You know, you can use magic too if you want to. If you have spells. Yeah, so if you're doing a magic-based character, that's pretty easy too. So yeah, I think this might be the worst. Like, legitimately, this might be the worst. This might be one of the worst upgrade materials. And we need 3 more. We'll see. Maybe this will only take like another minute or 2. Or that's probably not true, but fudge. You scumbag. Oh, it's so miserable. This is so much more miserable than strength. Like, I'm like, we'll need to take a look. I need to take a look at a table and try to figure out, like, what could possibly make Dex better than strength with this in mind. Because this has been bad. This has been very bad. And then you just use Lava Bow, and it's like, yeah, like, Sticky's maybe a little bit better than a Lava Bow, but not by much. I mean, we're talking about, I mean, yeah, so this is probably it. But I think Northern Regalia kind of beats both of these out of the water anyway, so it's fine. So probably like a Northern Regalia Lava Bow combo with like spells. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Dodobus? I am on. That is true. There's no way around it. Oh. We're farming Bladestone right now. You know why we're farming Bladestone? Because we need to see how viable it is for New Game Plus. No! We need to see whether or not Bladestone is our Huckleberry for New Game Plus. The answer is probably not, because this has been really difficult to deal with. This has been very, very, very difficult to deal with. I'm sitting here trying to kill this black skeleton, and he's just murdering me unceremoniously. Over and over and over again. Yeah, or, well, it only goes to 5 in Demon Souls. It either goes to 4 or 5 or something. So it's going to be a lot less. It's going to be a lot less. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Is I'm trying to figure out whether or not this is going to be viable for New Game Plus or not. And the answer is almost certainly no. But we need to see, because there's a possibility that this weapon becomes like a freak of nature super gun that annihilates enemies. Well, yeah, basically, essentially. Something like that. It's much less than the other games, for sure. I think they don't. I think the wiki doesn't even know how high it goes, or something. Like, it's theorized to go to +5. I think. Uh-oh. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I mean, it did its job, you know. I only got, like, freaking, you know. Probably in the long run, it'll do pretty good. I mean, I guess compared to my Oblivion videos, it did good. But, I mean, you know, whatever. At the end of the day, you can't expect, you know, you can't expect every video to do amazing. But it did okay. It is fine. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it was a success. If you just temper your expectations, you find out that it does okay. Tempering your expectations being the most important thing. I would love for that video to have like 1 billion trillion views. Maybe it will in the long term. You know, because I mean it's evergreen, you know? It's like never, they're never gonna update DS2, so it's evergreen. I gotta give it that. And I'll do a short of it too. I'll probably have a short video out soon. Maybe that'll do really hot. Maybe I'll get like 2 bajillion views on a short video. Who knows? I haven't gotten the best. Well, I've gotten okay luck on my shorts. Ooh. I ain't worried. Oh. Oh, no way. Yeah, Oblivion Remastered, people love that. Honestly, I should have covered Oblivion Remastered. But, you know, eventually I will. I'll probably stream it at some point. That's good to hear. I might actually stream Oblivion Remastered sometime in the near future. We'll see. Now that you mention it. Problem is I don't know if my computer can handle it while I'm streaming and recording. I think it might tax my... It's like this. But I mean, I guess it's doing Demon Souls pretty okay, so... Maybe I can. And I'll do like a warrior character type thing. But I actually don't know. I don't know all the remaster changes, so... I may need to... Yeah, but that sounds fun. Especially considering I've already done some Oblivion. I think some Oblivion Remastered would be kind of cool. The only issue with Oblivion Remastered is... My fear is that they update it at some point, and I want to kind of get it... I want to get everything done in it. But I think there's no guarantee that it's... like done in development or something, right? Like didn't they change they had a patch for it not that long ago, right? They had a patch for it like a month ago or something. So that's the issue with me doing that. And it's like that's a problem with a lot of games. Like Terraria, like I've played Terraria a bunch. Well, I'm not really that good at Terraria, to be honest. I'm kind of like Terraria is a sort of game that doesn't really a lot of cases like kind of function as I'm just like I just sort of like YOLO it. And I think Terraria is a game where it's like really excellent planning is more important than just like sheer guts and determination. Oh fudge. Freaking skeleton. There we go. Charter Bladestone, that's not it. That's not what we wanted. But yeah, I could do Oblivion Remastered at some point. I'm thinking of doing Skyrim after Demon Souls. Or Sekiro. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have Sekiro. I'm pretty sure I'll have Sekiro done. The problem is Sekiro is I'm trying to do Bellless or Charmless Demon Bell. And that's like really brutal. It's actually been very difficult. I'm really struggling with Charmless Demon Bell. Sekiro. It has been very tricky. I'm like struggling to even kill bosses like old monk and stuff, or corrupted monk and stuff. Bosses like corrupted monk are like really causing me problems, and like Lady Butterfly and stuff are like really causing me problems. It's actually kind of funny. But I think if I just do it right, I need to like Mortal Blade. I need to like Mortal Draw. You know, chip their HP down, and then I can kill them with... It was actually really funny, because I was having some success with fire. Oh. I was having some success with I was having success with using fire on Genichiro. Oh, it sucks. I still don't have the Pure Blade Stone either, which is the worst thing. But I was having success with fire on Genichiro, because what you do is you hit him with a flask of oil, and then you hit him with a flame burst. And if you have the thing where you put fire on your sword, you can burn him in one shot. And so you can wreck the first. So you use it on each phase, and you can deal like a massive amount of damage to Genichiro in all the phases. Like you can get a huge chunk of his HP off in both phases. And because technically you can't have the Mortal Blade before Genichiro. Now, if you had the Mortal Blade, that would honestly be a better use of your Spirit Emblems, but you can't get the Mortal Blade until after you kill Genichiro, or after you beat Genichiro or whatever, right? So that was something that was really interesting. The problem is you can't buy any more flasks of oil. Yeah, well, for Charmless Demon Bell, he gets really annoying. Like, yeah, Genichiro is easy, but for Charmless Demon Bell, I was struggling with him. Because like, the thing about those bosses is they take so little damage. Like, what happens is they parry break you so hardcore. They sit there and they just fill up your bar, like, instantly. And then while that's going on, they take, like, no damage. And so those bosses with no health damage, those posture break bosses are so annoying with Demon Bell and Charmless. Because what ends up happening is they just sit there and like every time they block an attack, it's like, oh, okay, this is gonna take me 1 billion years. Because it's gonna be so hard to posture break them. And then not only is it gonna be hard to posture break them, but you can't chip their health down very much either. And so, like, you will get their health down to, like most of those bosses, you don't even look at the health bar, right? Like, you're doing Lady Butterfly or whatever, and you don't even look at the health bar. You're just looking at the posture bar. But the posture bar fills up so slowly with Charmless Demon Bell that you need to, like, it's like you're thinking to yourself, like, how can I possibly chip this boss's HP down so I can actually hit their posture? Because, like, normally you just break, like, Genichiro's easy because you just sit there and oh, yeah, and that's the other problem is that you can't, like, blocking their full combos, another way, there's gaining returns when you perfect parry and hit a posture. Oh, okay. Well, that's the problem, is that I swear, and I could be wrong, maybe I just am, like, really bad at some of these attacks, but you literally cannot eat his full combo either. So if Genichiro full combos you, I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how posture works, but it seems like even if you perfect parry, it's literally impossible to eat some full combos from some of these bosses. Like Genichiro's floating passage combo will posture break you even if you perfect parry the whole thing. And he also gains very little posture. You also don't do this much posture damage. So, like, the thing about Genichiro is if you just perfect parry his whole floating passage combo, you're going to build up his posture bar so much. And the same with Lady Butterfly, right? Like, they have those big, huge attack strings. And if you just perfect parry them, they gain, like, an insane amount of posture damage, right? But, like, you just don't do enough posture damage when those full combos, and you can't even eat those combos. So, like, a lot of scenarios where you rack up a ton of posture damage on some of these bosses doesn't work in Charmless Demon Bell because you can't actually eat the full combo. So so you have to, like, backstep out of the floating passage combo, but then you also don't get the opportunity to rack up. The animals will kill you through parries. Yeah, absolutely. Or you mean like, yeah, like the ape and stuff, like Guardian? No. Those definitely, yeah, because you gain so much posture damage from some of those combos that it's ridiculous. And so a huge source of posture damage on a lot of those posture bosses doesn't work in Charmless Demon Bell because you literally cannot take those combos without basically dying. And so it's like it's very difficult to rack up. I mean, it could be a situation where if I just have more prayer beads, maybe I can, like, do it or something, but it's been rough. Because, like, ordinarily on Genichiro, you just eat the entire floating passage combo and you perfect parry it, and then he just does nothing, right? And, like, his whole combo he basically does more damage to himself than he does to you. Well, the umbrella I don't even have, because it's like having 1,600 gold is like insanely difficult. So I need to figure out a way to get that, to buy the stupid umbrella. I don't even know what... Yeah, maybe the umbrella is the fix. I don't know. Maybe that's the trick, is umbrella on some of those huge combos. I'm thinking, though, that there's no way that that's smarter than just mortal blading them. Because if you can chip those bosses down, they take way more posture damage, right? So you just mortal draw them to get a bunch of free HP damage on, and then their posture bar fills up way faster, right? So that's my theory for like what I'm supposed to do. I mean, it's hard to say for sure. Okay. So we only need like 2 more of those now. Maybe Umbrella's the solution, I don't know. But like I said, fire I thought was really cool. Because what I did is you hit Genichiro with the oil, and then you hit him with the flame, and you wait for an opportunity, and you flame vent him, and then buff your sword with the fire, and then you attack him like once, and he instantly gets burned. And you can do that 5 times over the course of a fight, no problem. And each time you'll get a big chip of health damage off on him. Makes it a lot easier to build up his posture bar. And so that was what I was doing against him. But probably for a lot of these bosses, I'll just mortal draw. I'll just try to mortal draw them. I mean, we'll see. Maybe the answer is Umbrella, though. You could be onto something. That's kind of interesting. Like his entire floating passage combo, just like eat the whole thing with the Umbrella, and then just like living force him or something. I don't know. That's not the worst idea in the world for sure. Well, you can almost, like, if you're on, you can almost do that whole combo. Well, no, because there's the parry, where you spin the umbrella and you, like, parry. So there's a possibility you can, in fact, do the whole combo that way. Like, I don't think you'd want to block it. I don't think you'd want to block the whole combo. I mean, maybe. Like, because the problem with blocking the whole combo is you're gonna build up a ton of posture, and you're not gonna get any posture down on him. You're not actually gonna advance you're not gonna advance your position. You're gonna take a bunch of posture damage just to eat the attack, and you're not actually gonna advance your position. And so you still need to parry it. You still need to do the spinning umbrella thing where you parry it, right? But probably that's fine, because like you should be able to parry it either that. Well, no, like I said, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know. Maybe I like didn't perfect parry all of them, but I think there are some attacks where even if you perfect parry them, you still take a bunch of posture damage. There's no like way to just take 0 posture damage from everything all the time. There's like some bosses or some enemies where that works, I think, but not. I think for some of those big combos, in major bosses, you can't just like perfect parry everything. I don't think. Or even if you do, you'll still take like a ton of posture damage. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not paying attention properly. But I've definitely been struggling to perfect parry a lot of those bosses. And it's definitely true that if you don't perfect parry, you're like goofed. I think maybe like, I'm not sure. It's one of those things where I'm like, am I just really bad at perfect parrying, or is this game too generous with parries normally, right? Like, I don't know what, like, it seems like I feel like I would always perfect parry everything all the time, but I'm not sure if that's like an illusion that has been crafted by the fact that I actually don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's I don't know, like, maybe I'm just not perfect parrying those bosses, and because I'm not perfect parrying those bosses, maybe I believe that I'm perfect parrying those bosses, and I'm just not. I'm actually like really bad at perfect parrying, but because I'm not really punished for it with Crow's Charm and No Bell, I just don't notice, you know? And now that I'm like actually playing the game, trying to do it that way, I find out that I'm actually really bad at perfect parries, and I'm just not perfect parrying all the time, and so I take a ton of posture damage. I don't know, to be honest. Or if maybe I'm just like slacking off and I'm I'm just at like one of those points where I'm like struggling to improve at the game or something. I don't know. Oop. Yeah, I also stopped playing League of Legends too. I think I'm done with League of Legends. At least for now. Because I'm so sick of not being able to farm my camps. I'm literally so deathly sick of not being able to farm my camps. It's like the saddest thing in the world. It's like, why do they even exist? Just take them out of the game. Just don't even have them. Makes me so mad when people are like sitting there freaking trolling me and telling me I suck because I'm killing my camps. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's just dumb. It's just dumb as hell. It's like just the most harebrained crap I've ever seen. It's just bad design. It's literally just bad design. That's what it is. It's literally just bad design. It's actually bad design, and I'll explain why. Okay, like think about it, right? Like if you're playing a game, if you're playing an online game, right, there's like a standard line. And the standard line is like, you know, you kill your camps. And then like some players are really clever and they say, "Oh, you know what? Instead of killing all of my camps, I'm not going to kill all my camps." And then what'll happen is it'll catch my opponent off guard, right? And so you skip like 1 or 2 camps to like cheese kill your opponent. And that's like really clever, right? But when that becomes the standard, everything just like falls apart. Like that's inherently the problem. Is like there should be a like there should be a standard line where full clearing is actually really smart. And then like if you want to go for like a cheese gank, you miss some of your camps. But that's like, but people are so dumb that that doesn't even make sense to them. They're like literally stupid. Like it's unbelievable to me. It's like actually like it's literally just like a crater, like a Wojak with like no brain or something. Like one of those funny Wojaks about like a stupid person or whatever. Like that's what League of Legends is like. It like actually makes me mad. It like legitimately makes me angry. I'm like, but then again, maybe I'm just playing it too much. Just like forget that stuff. Yeah, online games do make me mad. I think the problem is that you never get anywhere in them. Like no matter how hard you try, you can't really get anywhere in them. And so because it's impossible to actually to get anywhere in them, eventually you notice. Like if you're spending a huge amount of time. You could play a mid laner and spec tank, which is stronger than the game. And she's killed the enemy mid jungle because. Yeah, see, I don't know. It's just like so crazy. I literally don't understand how a game can be so badly designed, and how people can be so stupid that they're like mad that you're killing your camps. Like it literally does not register to me conceptually. Like I don't understand in what world that makes sense. Like it's either like if they're right, then if they're wrong, then it's like why would I put up with people this stupid? And if they're right, and I should be ganking more and camping less, then Riot is a bunch of idiots. They don't know how to design a game. Like it's like unbelievable to me. And then it's like you'll have people who die in the first 2 minutes, and it's like, bro, this game is guaranteed to go to like 30 minutes. Like there's no way this team is gonna surrender. This is low ELO. This is silver. No one's surrendering. The average game length is like 34 minutes. What are you doing dying in the first 10? And it's like, it's clearly just bad design. It's clearly just like bad design or something. No, but that's what I'm saying is that's dumb. Like I don't get. Well, sorry, excuse me. Don't. I'm not saying like oh, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't mean this personally or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But no, that's what I'm saying though. Is like if the enemy that's like so crazy to me, where it's like these games are guaranteed to go on for 30 minutes. Why would anyone be sitting there, like doing crazy crap right off the rip? Well, no, I mean, the game design is bad. Like, it's obviously just badly designed. Like, it's stupid. It's, like, dumb. It's obviously just, like, crap design. To a certain extent, yeah, there's definitely some crap design going on. I don't necessarily... I'm not... It's either that or the people are jerks. The people are, like, dumbasses. Like, some combination of people being morons and bad design. And it's one or the other. Like, is it 99% people are idiots and then 1% bad design? Or is it like 99, is it like 50-50? I don't know, right? But either way, it's like, I don't gotta put up with it. It's like you know what's so funny is I used to be pretty decent at World of Warcraft even. It's like there's no disrespect. Well, there was disrespect there. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is it's like it's dumb as heck. It's like I'm like not the guy who sits there and that's the crazy thing is I'm not the kind of person who sits there and blames his teammates. If my teammates are sitting there farming minions and pushing waves, and I'm sitting there dying because I'm molding for a dragon, I'm like, oh, you know what? Hey, my teammates, it's not my teammates' fault, you know? Hey, thanks, man. So that's what I was saying, is like, if I'm sitting there, like, I'm the kind of guy who's never going to blame his teammates. If me and 3 of my other teammates are dying around a dragon, and the Tryndamere is pushing down the enemy turrets, I'm like, oh, we're jerks. We're totally throwing this game, and this Tryndamere is doing all the work, right? But the players don't think like that. That's the thing, is that I'm not the kind of guy who blames his team. I'm actually the opposite of the kind of guy who blames his team. I see where the value is being generated on the map. If me and 3 other teammates, okay, if me and the mid laner and the bot laner and the support are dying around the dragon, trying to get a dragon, and the Tryndamere is pushing down a tier 2, that's on us. That's our fault. I can see where the value on the map is, right? So if I'm killing a camp and I'm 100 gold up and my mid laner is sitting there crying because I'm not ganking, like, that guy's just a jerk. That guy's just a dumbass. Like, no offense. But, like, that guy is just wrong. Like, I got value somewhere. Like, it's so hard to get value. And so, like, anytime you can get value, that's a huge deal. And so these players that like expect like constant ganks, or the game's just designed bad, and you're supposed to just cheese every 2 seconds, despite the fact the game goes on 30 minutes. So you have like a 30-minute game where you're supposed to cheese every minute of it, right? You're supposed to be sitting there cheese killing your opponent, 99% of the time. Like, am I literally just supposed to draft against him? Like, in draft phase, am I supposed to draft a counter to him and then just walk into his jungle and kill him at minute 1? Okay, sure. Yeah, these guys are really tough. Am I supposed to just walk into his jungle? Am I supposed to draft him? Am I supposed to draft like a perfect counter to his champion that can kill him at level 1 and then just walk into his jungle and kill him at level 1? And then that's how I'm supposed to play every single game of League of Legends? Okay, sure, fine. But it's like, I think that also doesn't work. Because if that fails, you're just like screwed completely. I get, or it's your team's fault. It's just your team's fault for not cheese killing their lane opponents, I guess. So it's like, why do games even go to 30 minutes if that's like the optimized way to play League of Legends? And that's the implication that I get from these players. It's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to cheese kill your opponent level 1 all the time, no matter what. And then it's like they screw it up, of course, because everyone's doing it. Ow, fudge. Yeah, these guys are really tough. They just like one-shot me. But that must it literally has to be like I said, it literally has to be some combination. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Demon Souls content instead. But I mean, there you go. I mean, Demon Souls is whatever. Yeah, I love Demon Souls. Demon Souls is great. We're gonna get this Blade Stone. We're gonna get this pure Blade Stone. This has been shockingly bad. Actually, this I think is not that interesting. Well, this actually is a good game, but it's a good game because there aren't a bunch of I guess. It's a good game because it's honest, right? There's honesty to it. That's the thing, is if your game is dishonest, there's an honesty to this. There's kind of like there's like an honesty to this. I don't think this is particularly good, but at least it's interesting. I'll give them that this is at least kind of interesting. Oh, fudge. Like, yeah, this is weird as heck, but also it's very unique and interesting. Like, is this kind of bad? Yeah, a little tiny bit, but it's interesting at least. Which I'll give it that. What was that? What was that? Jeez. Like, I've never seen a game do it this way. Oh my god. Shoot. And I still don't have the Pure Blade Stone. Well, Elder Scrolls I love. I love Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is like actually legit. Like, and that's another thing is, honestly, like, not to be like a jerk about this kind of stuff, but another thing about these games like World of Warcraft and League of Legends that I hate, that I'm like mad about, is like I should be the star of my own story, you know? Like a lot of these games, like the whole point of them is you're not the star of the story, right? Like some pro player is the star of the story. You know, like I'm just some like silver scrub when I would play League of Legends. Or I'm just like somebody at the bottom of the chain. Somebody is better than me at this stuff, and it's like, why? It's like, why would I ever put up with that? Why am I not the star of the story here? Why? Who is the star of the story, and why do they get to be the star of the story, and why not me? And is there any like justice there? Like I don't get it. Like I don't want to sit there and be like belabor the point, right? And it's like tough, right? Because it's like, you know, I do YouTube, but I'm not like the #1 YouTuber in the world. You know what I mean? Like there's tons of people higher than me on the chain there, right? I mean that's how it is, and that's, you know, it's like, not everybody gets to be the CEO of the company, but it's like that's just the price of doing business, right? That's real life. You know what I mean? Like you accept that fact that that's what real life is. So why does video games have to be like that? Why does a video game have to be where I'm not even the main character of the video game? It's literally a video game. It's so crazy to me. And so this is the problem with like all that World of Warcraft crap and all those exclusive like, you know, mounts and all those exclusive dungeons and all this random crap. Is it's like, why am I the side character in my own free time? Like it kind of bothers me. And I guess that's the price of playing with other people, you know? But by the same token, it's like, come on. Like, uh-oh. Where am I? Where do they fall to? Oh, I know. Wait, where? Oh. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Yeah, something like that. That and, like, I have lots of other problems with League of Legends. Like, the draft phase is, like, really dumb, too. That's another crazy thing about the draft phase for League of Legends is you, like, I guarantee you 100% that if you just had, like, in draft phase, the game is already won or lost, like, a huge amount of the time in draft phase. Like, yes, anything and everything can happen in low ELO because players are not like optimizing their champions, right? Like they're not like optimized play or whatever. They're not like, oh, like I'm good into this matchup and I can kill him all the time or whatever, and then it's like the jungler, I don't know, right? Like all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But it's still just like that's another crazy thing is you before the game has even started, you're probably at like a massive, you're probably already kind of goofed because like you play like X champion and you're like, oh, I play X champion, and then, you know, and that's the other thing is you're like another layer of the way that like League of Legends has kind of like dissolved itself into nothingness is like this idea that to like optimize your play, you have to play the same champion over and over and over and over and over again. And then if you're playing the same champion over and over and over and over again, there's an aspect to like the macro play that you don't really understand or that you don't necessarily have access to because you're so focused on your matchup. And then additionally, that's like really boring too. Like that's like really kind of boring. Like why would I play the same champion over and over and over again as well? Oh shoot. Why am I on this side? Well, we're trying to see if I can get this Pure Blade Stone. So basically there's this item that the skeleton drops called Pure Blade Stone. And it'll upgrade. I'll be able to blade upgrade something. Well, World of Warcraft I have a lot more respect for because honestly, between the two, I have more respect for World of Warcraft than League of Legends. I think World of Warcraft at least is kind of like, at least like. I don't know. There's more to like about World of Warcraft than there is about League of Legends for sure. I think League of Legends is very well. Okay, no. Actually, explain the biggest problem with League of Legends. Okay, here's the biggest problem with League of Legends. Here's the #1 problem with League of Legends that will explain everything. Okay, that will truly explain to you why League of Legends is like a bad system. Okay, so this season, I played like 200 games, right? I played like 400 games. I played like a ton of games of League of Legends, okay? Now, I broke into gold. I broke into the gold rank like 3 or 4 times. Or no, I think it was only 3 times. I think I broke into either 2 times or 3 times. So I went from being silver 1 to gold 4, and then I dropped back down to silver 1, and then I went back up to gold, and then I like dropped back down to silver again, and then I went back up to gold again. Okay, now you're looking at it, you're saying like, wow, okay, that's kind of interesting, right? But guess what? Guess what the problem is with that system, right? So you might say that, you might look at me and be like, oh, okay, so you're like high silver, low gold, basically, right? You're like a high silver to low gold player on average, right? Makes sense, right? And you look at that and you're like, oh, okay, that's reasonable. But I could have ended the season at gold if I just stopped playing on my account. So because I kept playing on my account, I ended the season silver, when I could have ended the season gold by just not playing on my account. And just having a second account and just laddering on that account instead. And it's like, that's really the problem. Okay, that's like so stupid and degenerate. That's like the dumbest, most degenerate thing I can possibly imagine. Oh, just have 2 accounts, dumbass. Just do yourself a favor and have 2 accounts. Why are you laddering on your account that you hit gold on? And then it's like on my second account, it's like, would I probably have been able to hit gold again? Probably not. Or maybe, I don't know, right? Who knows? Maybe my account would have gone higher than gold. I don't know, right? But you see the problem, and that's what people say online is like, yeah, like you'll make a new account and then you'll be overranked. You'll be like platinum or something, and like that's really cool. And then you make a third account, and so that's the thing, right? Is like, let's say that, and so I get to gold on my main account. I stop playing on that account. I make a second account. Okay, on that second account I place. Okay, if I place low, who cares? If oh no, I'm playing in bronze. Who cares, right? Like, I get gold at the end of the season by not playing on my account. And then it's like, even if I place in bronze or iron in a second account, I can just play games in bronze and iron and try to climb out there on that second account. But let's say on the second account, I place like platinum. It's like, wow, I placed platinum. That's so cool. And then I just make a third account. And it's like either I place higher on that third account, or I keep playing games and I place somewhere low, right? And so it's like, I could literally do this. And so I could like end the season at least gold by not playing on my main account. That's just the most degenerate garbage I've ever heard in my entire life. That makes no sense. That's like plainly the stupidest thing I can possibly imagine. It's just bad design. It's just bad design. That's all it is. It's literally just bad design. It's literally just bad design. It's actually just bad design. Like, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for the idea that I get gold at the end of a season by not playing on my main account and just playing on a different account. What kind of logic is that? That's literally anti-logic. That's like stupid. It's like, if I just want to maximize my rank, then I need to have 2 accounts at least. And the more accounts I have, the better, like the better it is. Like, I should have like 15 accounts, and like all the best players in the world have like a ton of accounts, so they can do this kind of crap and they can test random crap on these random accounts I don't care about. And it's just like how every player is supposed to play forever, where it's like you just need like a ton of accounts, and you're a huge moron if you're playing like 200. If you're playing like 400 ranked games on one account, you're just an idiot. You're just like you're just playing the game wrong. And it's like, that's it. That's it right there. It's like, oh, okay, you're just playing the game wrong. If you're on a high level account and you have a bunch of games played on that account, you're just playing the game wrong. Congratulations, you figured it out, right? It's like, that's just so stupid. It's literally just bad design, and they refuse to confront the fact that that's just bad design, and that the players are literally incentivized to play, to have a bunch of accounts. And there's like no, I don't know, it's just dumb. And everyone's like, and like, honestly, that's also part of the problem of why games suck so bad to play in League of Legends, is because nobody cares about the rank they're at, because everyone's playing on a second account. Everyone already placed in the rank they wanted, or the rank they deserved or whatever in the first, like, month of the system, right? So everyone sits there and they have like a second account that's like parked in gold or parked in silver or parked in platinum or whatever. And then every subsequent account, and then so every games don't matter to them, because they already got their freaking rank for the end of the season. This second account literally doesn't matter, so they just sit there and troll and cheese every single game, Because who cares? My main account is already at like, you know, plat 4 or whatever, because I laddered already this season. And so none of this crap matters. And so yeah, it's like just a dumb system. It is like just like a really stupid system. So that's probably the most embarrassing thing about it, honestly. Is like that obvious, that component where it's like, oh, okay, they're just gonna punish me for hitting gold and then continuing to ladder. Okay, fair enough. So I just get punished for doing that. Okay, and it's like impossible to stay at that gold 4 rank because probably because there's a billion accounts parked at gold 4, and so like probabilistically, there's probably weird detail, because the thing is, right, so if let's say there's like 1 million accounts, right, that are laddering, and I think there's about 2 million accounts that are laddering at any given time, right? So you have 2 million accounts on the ladder. Those 2 million accounts, because there's 2 million accounts, there's a proportional number of each rank. Okay, so if there's 1 million accounts, there's X number of bronze ranks, X numbers of silver ranks, X number of gold ranks, etc. And for every subdivision, it's the same deal, right? So if there's 2 million accounts laddering, then there's X number of gold accounts. Period. Does that make sense? Like by definition, X number of gold accounts exist by that thing. Now people can drop or can gain ELO out of that, but there's a finite number of gold accounts, right? And so because there's a finite number of gold accounts, there's a bunch of people parked at gold 4, and they're just like eating up ladder slots, and they don't move up or down in the ladder because people are just parked there. Probably is my guess. And so yeah, it's unbelievably stupid, just like unbelievably brazenly stupid. It's like, at least in World of Warcraft, like your ranked stuff, like World of Warcraft is probably quasi proportional in the sense that World of Warcraft is probably quasi-proportional in the sense that, like, obviously they design content for people of certain skill levels, right? So because people are only so good at the game, the highest level content only has to cater to the highest level players, right? Now, if everyone were really good at the game and everyone was playing like mythic raids and stuff, then they would probably have to have a tier above mythic for that 1% of 1% or whatever, right? So World of Warcraft, in essence, right, is to a certain extent, right? Like not everyone gets to be in that top 1% of 1%, and if everyone was in that top 1%, could perform in that top 1% of 1%, then they would like move the goalpost, right? But even so, it doesn't really matter, because at least when you're doing World of Warcraft, there's not like this expectation that you're not really competing for something that is being unfairly kind of distributed, right? You're not sitting there trying to compete for something that like is, yeah, absolutely. And then it's like they sit there and they'll have this like update in League of Legends. They'll be like, yeah, so we don't want to punish people who have alt accounts. And it's like, that's exactly what the hell's going on. Like, it's like so stupid. It's like, yeah. It's like literally so dumb. Just like unbelievably stupid. And you try to ignore it. I sit there and I think about it. Every time I play League of Legends, I think about it. Because I literally get friended by people after the games. And they'd be like, yeah, and I'd look at the account and it'd be like a level 30 account. It'd be like a level 60 account or something. So that's like a super new account, right? Like an insanely new account that was made like yesterday. And this player would add me afterwards and they'd be like, you suck. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. Obviously. I don't have 12 accounts like you do. Obviously. No crap. And then on top of that, another problem with that is all these people making accounts. Like, that's inflating the MMR of their accounts as well. It's like a pyramid scheme. Where it's like the more accounts you create, the higher rank, the more ranks get created, and so like it's easier to get higher rank, I guess, if you just make a ton of accounts, because you're contributing to like an overinflation of placed accounts. And so it's like if you have an account and you like place into silver, Like that like eats up a silver slot or something. And if everyone does that, then there's there's like a handful extra of like high rank accounts that get created as a result. Because that's how like proportions work, right? So if I have 10, if like by definition, if I let's say I have a bag full of 10 balls, and by proportion, 1% of that or 10% of that bag is red balls, right? So I have a bunch of blue balls. So the bag has 10 balls in it, and 9 of those balls are blue, and one of those balls is red, right? Because 10% of the total bag is red, right? But then so if I add 10 more balls into the bag, then by definition, 9 of those balls that I added had to be blue, and 1 of those balls that I added had to be red. Okay, does that make sense? So you have a bag of 20 balls, and 18 of those balls are blue, and 2 of those balls are red. Yeah, it's like really stupid. I should probably stop talking about this, because I guess people don't like it. People aren't crazy about this topic. Are people mad about this topic? Are they like, no, you're wrong about this topic? Is that what's going on? Do people hear me dunk on this system and then not like it? Is that what's going on here? Is my expression that this is more interesting than that irrational? Are they like, this guy doesn't get it? Uh-oh. I mean, I'm just pointing out some of this stuff here. Oop. Whatever. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on. Ah, give me the thing. Give me the dang thing. And so, yeah, like I was saying, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Nah, whatever. We'll keep going on this topic for at least a little bit here. Like I was saying, it's just so stupid. It's just so unbelievably stupid. It's literally a great example of how, like, the more, like, there's the thing that doesn't matter is the game almost kind of thing, where it's like at some point you're just supposed to misuse the system, and then that's how you get ahead. It's just by misusing the system. Like, you sit there and you misuse the system, and then somehow, by some virtue, that's how you get ahead. Where it's like, I should have just stopped laddering on my main account, like at like game 100, and then I'd literally be ahead of where I am, for literally no work. Just insane. And people look at that and they regard it as like being legitimate. And it's like, the crazy thing is, they could fix that so easily by just making your high... Well, they couldn't really fix it, right? But like, one thing they could do, right, is they could make your high watermark count, right? So if I at any point hit gold 4 in the season, I get gold at the end of the season. They're like, oh, congratulations, you got gold at the end of the season. Good job, right? But they don't think like that, right? And then even if they did implement that, though, it wouldn't really change the fact that... Why did he turn around there? It wouldn't really change the fact that there's a possibility I could place higher by... Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. We did it. Come on. No! How long is this going to take me? How long is this going to take me? How much am I going to do this? How long am I going to have to do this for? This is just unbelievable. See, I could literally... So I guess Dex is just dead, basically. Like, Dex is like the worst stat. Unless you're doing seeping or whatever. What's this thing called? Tearing. So, like, tearing is the actual, like, meta upgrade path for Dex. Is tearing. If you're doing something other than tearing, you're doing it wrong. Because Bladestone is just the dumbest upgrade material in the galaxy. I mean, I guess I could have Sword of Searching, but then I'd have to upgrade the Sword of Searching, and it wouldn't probably be worth the time investment. That's the crazy thing. So there's, like, I could give myself a little bit of item discovery. I guess I could have high luck, right? Like, I could, like, increase my luck a whole bunch, and then that might work. And so you're expected to just sit there and play the same dumb champion over and over and over again, so you can memorize every single matchup and all the ways all your matchups go. So every single game is supposed to be on the same champion over and over and over again, and then you're supposed to have like a bunch of accounts so you can cheese out ranks that you don't deserve, and then you're supposed to cheese every game or your team will flip out at you, and then yeah, it's just unbelievable. And then what's the last thing? No, give me the item. You need to buy more arrows. Whatever. Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. It's literally just unbelievable. My mind has been shattered by the fact that this sucks that bad. It's just unbelievable. It's like, who thought that made sense? It's like, what a bunch of boneheads. What a bunch of boneheads. They're all boneheads. It's like all the people who play it and design it are like basically boneheads. No offense if you play that game. If you play League of Legends or whatever, no offense. But it is very boneheaded in its design for sure. Extremely boneheaded. Like shockingly boneheaded. Like, I've played so much trying to understand, and it's like, it's not all bad, there's fun stuff about it, but there's like also an extreme amount of boneheadedness to the whole thing that is like kind of disturbing. It's like a prisoner's dilemma. It reminds me of the prisoner's dilemma. So the premise of the prisoner's dilemma is you have a you have like two guys who commit a crime and they get caught committing the crime, right? And so like the cops go to them and they question them individually and they're like, yeah, so we'll give you less time in jail if you rat your friend out, right? And so the prisoner's dilemma contends that both of the criminals should know that the other one is going to rat them out, and so they both rat each other out. Does that make sense? That's like the concept of the prisoner's dilemma. I'm probably explaining it really badly, but that's like the concept, right? And so it's like League of Legends has like a prisoner's dilemma problem where the optimal way to play is to play really defensively, but because your teammates suck really badly, they will never play defensively, and so you will only ever be punished for playing defensively. It's like a prisoner's dilemma thing, where it's like the only way to play is to just run it down as hard as you can, I guess, because if you do anything other than cheese, then your teammates will feed the enemy like crazy, and so the only way to offset your teammates' incompetence is to cheese, and just like have a bunch of kills and ignore neutrals. Just ignore neutrals and ignore minions and stuff like that, I guess. So that's another facet to it too. Is like the prisoner's dilemma. The idea that like you have to assume by definition that your teammates are going to like are either morons or playing in bad faith. And like actively going out of their way to detrimentally perform detrimentally. Let's see. Come on, please don't kill me. Okay, there we go. Swag. Okay, no. Give me, drop the item. Drop the item. Drop the item. Please drop the item. Do I have one? Let me check to make sure that I didn't already get one. I just don't know about it. Let's see if I don't have one or something. Okay. That can go. I don't need that. Let's see. Let's triple check to make sure I don't have one, like I said. Let's see. Clear stone, gray stone, blade stone. Yeah, I don't have one, yeah. You have. That'd be really awesome if I did. But there you go. So apparently this is the only enemy that it drops from. This is literally it. Maybe I need to look it up again. And make sure I'm actually even killing the right enemy, but I think when I was killing rockworms for the strength character, I didn't get a single pure greystone. Or maybe I did, I don't know. As far as I know, I did not get a single pure greystone from the rockworms, so there's a very real possibility that this is going to be really tough to deal with. But there's like no easy way here. Oh, we're gonna kick him off. That's the problem. Yeah, so I don't get anything. Yeah, and I'm really sorry, by the way, if you're watching this video and you just heard me dunk on League of Legends for like an hour. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that that game sucks bad. Like I don't know. I guess this is pretty loathsome itself too, so there you go. But technically you don't have to do this unless you're doing dexterity. I mean, honestly, you don't have to do this even if you are doing dexterity. Well, I want to see if this weapon gets like crazy. If like going all the way to +5 turns this sword I have in my inventory into like a machine gun that just like one-shots enemies. Because there's a real possibility that that's what's going to happen. Right now I'm only gaining like 104 scaling from dexterity. And that could potentially be a lot higher. Oop. Come here. Oh. Ow. There we go. No. Stop.
Hello again.
I'm like winded. I'm like winded after that. Jeez. Okay, we don't need these. Don't need those.
Yeah.
What does Andrew Ryan say at the beginning of BioShock? He's like, it's like, I sought rapture. A world where the great would never be constrained by the small. Like that's the motto from now on. About League of Legends. It's like that's a whole game where the front and center, the small constraining the great is the standard. That's the gold standard in League of Legends. That's what the whole game's about. I was thinking about playing World of Warcraft again, but no. Well, that would probably be more interesting. No, probably not. Probably not actually. Probably not gonna play League of Legends. Or I just need to go back to the golden age. There was a golden age in my life where I didn't play any online games at all, and I feel like I got a lot more done and like a lot of really interesting. I learned a lot of things from that era, and we need to return to that era. I need to return to that era where I only play single player games. And I'm just like the GOAT at single-player games, and I'm learning constantly, and I'm experiencing new video games and how they're designed. You know, instead of getting stuck in these like sand traps, these like tar pit games, they don't go anywhere. You know, it's like have a new idea. You know, it's like these people need to be, you know, these developers. They want to do. They're lazy, right? Like ultimately, at the end of the day, like game developers are lazy, and so they don't want to have any new ideas or take any interesting risks, right? They want to just sell you the same slop over and over and over again. And so because they want to sell you the same slop over and over and over again without consequences, it makes sense that MMOs and online games would be so popular amongst developers because they're addictive, and they don't have to iterate. They don't have to do anything interesting or like grow as like developers. Like, it makes perfect sense if you really think about it. It's that kind of thing. It's like coming up with new ideas is hard. Creating something interesting and new is hard. Creating something that is like mindlessly repetitive forever, that's easy. So that's what we need to do. We need more of that and less thinking. We need more mindless repetition, more grinding for rank or whatever, and less iteration or whatever. And that's the thing about this, is it like, well, to be fair, this is probably the worst Souls game. This is like, they didn't have all the details worked out, I guess. Instead, they're forcing... I'm not even sure this enemy's going to drop it. Maybe I should just give up on this and just, like, say it's too difficult. Because I've been farming this for a while. This has taken me quite a while, actually. There's a possibility that I should just, like, give up on this. Oop. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Ah, I'm dead. Yeah. I don't know. 2009 nostalgia. I don't know. It's pretty interesting that people were nostalgic about this game, because I hadn't heard about it until I was an adult. Like, I'd never heard about this game at all. And so, like, keep in mind that this is in comparison to... Am I just wrong? Well, let me triple check something. Let's take a look here. Pure Blade Stone. Demon Souls. Just so we're clear here. Okay. Oh, you can... Wait, a reminder, you can get a Pure Blade Stone at 5-1? Okay. So apparently we can do this... okay. So supposedly this, I disagree with that slightly, but it's, I definitely see where you're coming from, for sure. I think there's a lot of new games, and there's actually some decent games in, like, 2020 and stuff, but this game is pretty good. I think this is maybe, like, the low point. I think it's not fair to compare it, to say that this is the whole game, when this is just, like, this is, like, the worst upgrade material in the game to farm. Apparently you can get a Pure Blade Stone from this enemy too. Uh-oh. I don't know why you turned around there. Fudge. Uh-oh. Well, it kills me again. See, I wish the wiki doesn't even have any drop chances for this stuff either. So it's like really tough to figure out how much... Ah, but hold on, let's at least try this. I want to try something. Let's try to kill this guy. Oh, I wreck him with this thing. Oh, never mind, he just one-shots me. Okay. Let's at least try to kill this guy. Come here. Oh shoot, he just won. Okay. So for whatever reason, I can't take any attacks from this guy. Which is kind of interesting. Interesting. Try this one more time. This has nothing to do with the Pure Blade Stone, but I thought I'd mess with it real fast. Oh, come... Okay, whatever. We'll... I don't think there's even a reward for killing him. I don't know. I feel like I would need to have a character that was like really tanky to deal with him. Uh-oh. Wrong button. This has been pretty loathsome, I'll say that much. What's the problem with World of Warcraft? I'm trying to remember what the problem with World of Warcraft was. Where World of Warcraft failed and what the issue with it was. Oh, just, I mean, you know, generally people being annoying. Yeah, but when I don't know. Let me think here. Oh yeah, stuff like the Black Karaji battle tank. Oh yeah, the fact that they take items out of the game. You can't ever have a complete collection. It's like really dumb. So they're like pandering to this group of people who wants like special rewards for playing a video game. Like there's this group of people who's like, I want a special 1 in a million reward just for playing this video game. And so they don't let you collect everything. There's like random stuff that they want as like a special prize for like 1% of 1% or something. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure why they think that's a good idea. Where it's like I get that that's part of reality, right? Like not everybody gets to be rich like Elon Musk. Like that makes sense to me, right? I'm not going to sit there and like question that necessarily. Like I guess you can. Right? But let's assume for the sake of argument that that's not really worth questioning. Like, okay, like some people are just luckier than others, right? Okay, fair enough, whatever. Or maybe they work harder. I don't know, whatever, right? However you wanna put that. No, not a really big deal. Doesn't really matter, right? Probably a combination of multiple factors. Okay? In any case, right? You know, some guy's richer than me. Oh, what's up, dude? How you doing? Some guy's richer than me, right? Makes sense. I don't necessarily have to sit there and think about that as like a concept. But then it's like you're playing World of Warcraft, and it's like you can't get the Black Karaji battle tank unless you're just like really lucky, or you work really hard or something. It's like why would a video game want to mirror real life in that sense? You know what I mean? Like what possible rationale would there be for that? Like why like that's just bad design. Like, I can't think of that as anything different than bad design. Like, there's no reason why video games need to be, like, real life. And that's what I think is it's like limited imagination. Or it's like bad thinking of, like, people where they know how the real world is. And so they decide that that's how video games should also be. When that's, like, the opposite of how logic works. Or whatever. How does that? That's like the opposite of like what rational thinking would be. I guess would be a way to describe it. So like a great example is like the design principle for that new like Kingdom Come Deliverance game. And I haven't played it honestly. I probably should play it because it kind of looks interesting. But the whole thing is that like their whole thing is like, oh, you have to work for everything, and it's like that's a great idea in theory, and I respect that as like a concept. But every time a developer says that. Every time a developer talks about that as like a concept, you know for a fact there's like nothing going on behind the scenes. It's 100% a video game where there's like actually not that much to do. And once you've like completed like a handful of steps, you're like invincible or something. Like that's always how those games go. Like 100% of the time that's how those games are. Like it's like some Rust survival game where there's like actually really nothing to do technically. It just makes it just creates the illusion that there's something to do because the first like 2 hours is like really difficult unless you know what to or it's like really difficult unless you know exactly what you're doing, or the first like playthrough or whatever. Come on. Oh yeah. Don't backstab. Thank you. Come on. Oh, there we go. My kill. Yes. Ah, come on. Give me the thing. Give me the frickin' thing. But, like, I don't know. Like, I haven't played the game, so maybe I'm just, like, wrong. But that's usually my experience with a lot of survival games. Is, like, they're very much, like, obsessed with, like, creating the illusion that there's like substance to them, when in a lot of cases there kind of isn't. They just like, there's like, the games themselves are actually like one-dimensional, but they like give you the impression that they're not. Like, I played this Minecraft survival mod that was really hilarious, and I knew this guy, and he would like hype it. He like hyped this Minecraft survival mod like crazy. And like one of the components of it was, you have to like, instead of inventory, you have bags. So you craft bags, and then your inventory is in bags. Right? And I'm like, okay, like, this is the sort of thing that seems like a smart idea until you think about it. Right? Like, it's like, okay, so I have an inventory. I don't have an inventory until I craft bags. And then the bags fill up my inventory. It's like, okay, so why does the, you know, it's like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, at least it's interesting. I mean, that's a new idea, right? So, there you go. Oh, shoot. Ah, okay, well, I beat him. And it's like, to mine, like, resources, you'd have to put, like, pillars. You'd have to, like, mine in, like, a very specific kind of way. And, like, on the surface, that sounds fine, but it ended up being a lot of grinding. It ended up, like, chopping down a lot of... Yeah, that's the issue, is it ends up being a lot of grinding. A lot of, like, chopping down trees to, like, form pillars. To, like... Oh, she likes... What survival game does she play? I want suggestions for a survival game. Actually. What's like her personal recommendation for, like, a survival game? What's, like, the best one? The problem is I've never played a survival game. So I need to, like, get one in. I need to like play a survival game and like unravel the mystery. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really know if I do the online stuff for those games, but I don't know, is there a single player for those? I guess like I'll look up myself. I'll look that up myself. Maybe I'll do Conan Exiles. That sounds like based. Honestly, I'm going to do Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles sounds fun. I think I'm actually going to do Conan Exiles at some point. As long as I can turn online off. If I can't turn online off, I won't do it, but I gotta silence the noise. the endless hum of randos. So I can focus on the game. Yeah, I'd figure something out. I'll figure something out on that. That's actually a really cool idea. I'll probably play some Ark or Conan Exiles. Is Conan Exiles free? I'll need to look into that. I mean, I've played Minecraft before, and I had some fun with Minecraft. The problem with Minecraft is they're never going to finish updating it. It's literally never going to stop development, so I'm never going to be able to have like a definitive guide for it. Any guide I make for Minecraft is going to be like useless in like a year, you know, because they're going to add all kinds of like random gobbledygook between when I make a guide for it and then like a year later. Like, they're literally never going to cease development on Minecraft. It's literally going to go on forever. Yeah, it's like at some point it is. It's almost like when I complain about World of Warcraft and League of Legends. It's like Minecraft is just as huge. Minecraft might actually be even bigger. Like that might never stop being updated. Like ever. that might be like an eternal thing that's like I'm like 80. And it's like, oh, the new Minecraft snapshot came out. And I'm sitting there like old. With like pain, a pained expression on my face. No way. That's insane. Minecraft is the most played game ever. What? That's the craziest thing ever. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not like... That makes... Like, Minecraft was a lot of fun. I had a huge amount of fun playing Minecraft. I remember, this is actually a funny story where World of Warcraft and Minecraft go head-to-head here. Because I remember I was in... This is in World of Warcraft Cataclysm. So this was like a long time ago. This was over 10 years ago. And I was sitting there in this like end game raid preparing to do this boss named Cho'Gall. This is like an end game boss. And I was like prepping to do this end game boss. And at some point I'm like, you know what? This is actually really boring. And I stopped doing it to play Minecraft. I just left the raid in the middle of the raid. I was like, forget this, and I started playing Minecraft. And I like built like a crappy like house and stuff. Yeah. I was like, forget about this. And then I went and I like built like this really ugly looking fortress. This like really hideous looking fortress. Yeah, I know. It is kind of based, yeah. And so it's like crazy to me that like World of Warcraft is like really like overpoweringly addictive. And the only thing more like overpoweringly addictive than World of Warcraft is, I guess, Minecraft. So now I'm sitting there, and it's super funny because I ran out of things to do almost immediately, but I built this really cool like wheat farm. So I built like this floating wheat farm where the door's this way. I built this floating wheat farm and I had with like a glass roof. It was like really awesome. And I had this really sick looking texture pack on and everything. But this is back in the day when there was like nothing to do. It's kind of the funny thing is that there's actually kind of nothing to do in Minecraft at this point. You could like find diamond and that was like it. That was like the only thing you could do. But I didn't have the wherewithal to do any of that. I think enchanting was relatively new at some point in there. But that was the problem, was that like I was like, oh, the new update's gonna come out eventually, but it's not coming out right now. And then on top of that, it was like, you know, until then there was like nothing to do. And then even when it happened, it was like not that interesting. Like the original version of enchanting was just like not that cool. And so like, yeah, maybe I'll play. Yeah, I think Conan Exiles is the... I mean, I don't know. Don't they still update it? I kind of want a survival game that's, like, complete. Like, a survival game where they're, like, never going to touch it again. Oh, you know what's so funny? There's a Minecraft mod that I really loved. It was called Equivalent Exchange. There's this really sick Minecraft mod that I played years and years ago with some friends of mine. And there's a thing where you could like become an alchemist and like do all kinds of crazy stuff. You could like convert, but really what it came down to is you made these machines, and what these machines did is they kind of like farmed energy for you. And so you went through all this trouble to create these like machines that would like farm energy from the sun, and then you'd sit there and you kind of like you just like make new ones. It was like hard to explain, but it was really awesome. It was like really awesome how you'd make like a factory. It was like almost like a factory you'd do. And then my friends at the time, they were working with, there was another mod called Tekkit that they were doing while I was doing Equivalent Exchange. It's really awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really freaking awesome. Become like a petty industrialist. Oh, come on. Yeah. You're farming this material called red matter. Or no, so it starts with diamond, and then diamond you convert into this stuff called dark matter, and then above dark matter was this stuff called red matter. Oh, fudge. And it was like getting even a single piece of red matter was like a huge amount of work. Like you'd sit there, and it was super funny because a buddy of mine, yeah, that was from that era. While we were doing this, while we were playing Tekkit and Equivalent Exchange. A buddy of mine met his wife over like Omegle or something. So they were like going on Omegle, asking people to join our like server while we were talking, and I was like deeply engrossed in this like alchemy mod. And well, the whole thing is going on, so I'm kind of just like ignoring it. And some woman joins from this like random chat thing, and this woman would later go on to be a friend of mine's wife. It was like really fat. Yeah, it's really weird. Really freaking weird. Yeah, so they're like married and they live like they live like 10 miles south of me. Or like 10 miles south of me, and they have like a kid. It's like really weird. It's like really insanely weird. And there's like no explanation for why. It's like, I don't know, it's just super weird. Super freaking weird. Oh, fudge. Come on. Oh. Slice. Okay. This has not... I don't know why I'm still not getting the item. I think maybe I should have prepared like a soul, like a sword of searching or something. Although it's really weird that they didn't have like a story given, because like I said, pure Greystone, the strength one is you can get from an NPC. So I think strength is just objectively superior to dexterity in this game. Like on a bunch of different levels, but definitely on this level too. I might watch that old Yakuza series. Yeah, no, it was fun. Yeah, I remember that stuff. Those are funny days. I was like hanging out with a buddy of mine, and he was showing me the equivalent exchange mod at that exact moment. That was fun. It was good times. That was a long time ago, though. I think I was like a freshman in high school or something while that was going on. Or no, was I older? I don't remember. A long time ago, though. Whoa. Well, Terraria I'm an expert at. Well, more sort of. Terraria I'm actually really... I know exactly what I'm doing in Terraria. Yeah, I kind of wish Terraria would go back to being that way. And now it's like too pushed. It's like way too hardcore. Like I love like Master Mode Terraria and For the Worthy and all that crap. It's like really fun. But boy is it like hardcore pushed. It's like I don't know how the heck I'm gonna... I don't know... Like, at some point, I want to do a hardcore Terraria Master Mode character, but I legitimately don't know how the heck I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to have to use, like, really clever builds or something to make that happen. I'm going to have, like, a platform network or something that I'm going to, like, use to, like, I don't know. And I need, like, a bunch of broken weapons or something. I don't know. That's going to be crazy. I need to, like, terraform the planet or something. I don't... Well, no, but, like... I don't know if you die at all, though. It's like, oof, oof. Yeah, I've beaten Terraria Master Mode like 4 times, and it took me like a billion years. It was like a really arduous process to beat any boss anytime. I don't know. I think Skeletron, you need like a really good arena for it. I guess. I'm thinking like how you would do it. Maybe you could like terraform the entire planet. And turn the entire planet like have like a big platform above everything that you can just like stand on and like shoot enemies from below or something. I don't know. But every time I've seen it done, they always like speedrun it basically. They're always like straight up speedrunning it. Because if they die at all, it's like you know, the best way to do it is to like waste the least amount of time on each playthrough, because if you die, you lose all your progress anyway. So if you spend 10 hours and just like get the bare essentials, you like have a better shot than if you spend like 100 hours like meticulously like preparing. It's like really weird, and I'm not sure how they do it. Yeah, so keep in mind I'm talking about hardcore in this case. Master mode I think is not that tricky. I've even done, well, it is. Master mode is actually very tricky, but like, because you'll like in late game hard mode jungle, you'll like walk into a room and just like instantly get killed by a bunch of like spitters or something. It's really funny. Please give me the pure blade stone, Mr. Skeleton. I'll give you a shiny dollar bill if you give me the blade stone. I'll give you a shiny $10 bill, Mr. Skeleton. Dude, look at this guy's drip, by the way. Like, can I say this? This is that Hotep drip that we all thirst for. This is that hardcore Hotep drip that we all crave. Is whatever the heck this guy's got going on. Double katanas. Double freaking katanas. He's got the gold accents. Like, this guy Okay. Oh, there it is. There. That was it. That was it. Oh my god. That was it. That was it. That was it. Oh my god. That was it. 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 We got the item. We got the item. We freaking got it. We freaking got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. We're done. Okay. Let's. Okay. Okay. We need. I need to get more grasses though. I know. Thank you, everyone. That was it. That was literally it. We need to do one more pass. Well, we don't need to do one more pass, but we need to go back there to get grasses. So there's still one thing we have to do. But no, now we just go upgrade the weapon. That was it. That was literally it. Okay, fair enough. So we're, I think, yeah, the standard deviation or whatever. We're on the high end of the standard deviation, I think, but that was actually not too bad. I was worried the stream was going to end before I did that. Okay. Look. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool, thank you. Okay, now we go, now we just upgrade it. Let's see what this thing can do. We pushed it, we did all that work. Now let's see what this thing can do. Because this weapon should be like bonkers. It should like shred bosses like they're nothing. Once I do this one last thing. See, I need full body reconstructive surgery to make me look like the one of those black skeletons. And then I need to get 2 katanas. Like, how extra can you be? It's literally 2 katanas. It's like, he doesn't even just have 1 katana, he has 2. And he's got like a gold belt thing going on. With like gold foot cuffs or whatever. And he's like shirtless too. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay. Oh wait, no, I need more souls. Whatever. I'll just pop one of these. Come on. Boom. Okay, come on. Okay, killage.
All done?
Sweet. Okay, let's take a look. That's pretty bonkers, actually, yeah. That's actually pretty bonkers, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Well, I give it that. That's pretty bonkers. It's not gonna... I don't know. We'll go to 5-1 here. I'll probably use it on the boss and just, like, watch the boss, like, die instantly. If I'm not... If I think I can do this right. Turpentine. So we'll give it black turpentine. Yeah. So we'll use this for this boss here. And then I think we go back to the scythe for Maiden Estrella. And I need... Oh, shoot, no, I forgot. I need to kill the colorless demon soul, too. Okay, shoot. We do actually have to head back to 4-1. Or, yeah, 4-2. Because I forgot about the colorless demon soul. Because right next to that black skeleton is a colorless demon soul. We need to harvest that, so I can upgrade blind. We'll take a look at blind. I think blind probably isn't as good as a killage. Ah, come on, come on. You know what? Let's mess around with this. We put in all that work. Let's mess around with it. Samurai, Lord, or a Viking Jarl? Well, kind of neither. To be honest, but I guess a samurai, it seems more cool. I think, honestly, they have a better drip. Well, the Vikings, I think, were, Vikings very wildly, I think. So I'm probably to a certain extent descended from Vikings, possibly. Or if you're of English descent, there's a non-zero chance you're descended from Vikings to some extent. But I guess I could be descended from samurai too, because I'm also Japanese American. But I don't know. I have no idea whether or not I'm descended from samurai or not. Probably not. Technically, no. Probably not. I don't know. Whatever. But I mean, between the two, it's kind of the same. You know, either way, it's sort of the same thing. Like it's the same kind of thing, but in different places. Yeah, so, and if you're descended at all from the people of the British Isles, which Welsh people are, you probably have some combination of Celtic and Germanic, and then possibly Scandinavian and stuff like that. It's like really fascinating actually because there's been debate historically about to what extent Germanic peoples supplanted Welsh peoples, or I mean Celtic peoples, and the genetic evidence suggests that they did not at all. That modern British people are a mixture of both the groups. Something to that effect. Whoa. Come on. You know, we're just going to run past these, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go back to White World Tendency. Oop. Where is she? So we gotta be really careful here, though. There she is, right there. She's right there. What up, girl? Okay, she's gonna regenerate herself. Or no, what is that? It didn't really do anything. It's sort of working? Okay, she's stuck. Okay, there you go, wakes up. Come here, brother. This is so wacky. Like, what is... Oh, okay, I see. That's... Oh, boy. That's gonna be... Okay, fair enough. That's gonna be a pain you have to deal with. So I gotta chase her down. Or no, I think she can run out. It's not the same as in other Dark Souls games. She can absolutely run out. So you know how if you're playing like demons, she can totally run out of spell casts. That's the thing about this game. It's not the same as in like a Red Phantom NPC in Dark Souls 2 or something. She can straight up run out as far as I know. Because you can kill Sage Frake in the Nexus just fine. So Sage Frake being the sorcery trainer basically, right? So he eventually will run out of juice for his... Oh, and I bled her. There we go. Go ahead and try to heal. Why did I get poisoned now just now? There we go. Ah, boo. She's just out of range. This is hilarious. Uh-oh. So I think she just... Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. There we go. So then she's curing your bleed. So I guess she's out of heals? She has spells? Okay, cool. There we go. So I want her sword. There it is. So this sword is actually really cool. It's actually essentially identical to the Kill Edge, but it weighs a lot less, and it goes through shields. 70 plus 76. But it's probably not as good as the Kill Edge, honestly. If I had to take a guess. It like looks cool though, for sure. Where's my Royal Lotus? There it is. There we go. Hold up. Let's put on Poison Resistance Ring or Regenerator. There we go. Yeah, let's put on that. Okay, now we need to kill the colorless demon, or the primal demon, or whatever, and then we get out of here. Then we get the heck out of Dodge. We kill the boss. Yeah. Poison this, poison that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it is really cool, for sure. Like the gold skeleton and all that, really sweet stuff. Or like the way the bangles on the pyromancer outfit, or whatever. Really cool stuff. Okay. Now... Or wait, let's just go back to the Kill Edge. Forget all this. Let's just go back to the Kill Edge. Ooh, yo, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah. I thought you meant like in terms of like the visual design. Yeah, the rings are cool. Like I could wear that in real life and it would be like dope as heck. Yeah, I'm on. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Come here, you. Follow me back this way, please. Step into my office. Mr. Zomber. Oh, okay, that's really cool. Okay, never mind. So it was kind of worth all the work, actually, weirdly. Like, I wouldn't say it was, like, the end-all and be-all, but... I'm, like, a little kind of, like, shocked. I definitely won't do it again, but... It's actually kind of cool. Like, I just wrecked that enemy in, like, in one shot. So this guy's a little bit tankier because he's a red phantom. Uh-oh. No! I screwed up really bad. Yeah, I'd like to have a word with you after class, Mr. Zombie. Mr. Zombie. That behavior is unbecoming of a student at our facility. You know we hold our students to the highest standard of whatever excellence. Or whatever. Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty decent actually. I probably shouldn't have eaten that grass there, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is actually pretty decent. It's not... Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Come on. Should just use my bow and arrow there. I mean, this is a great weapon for sure. I need to like get used to leveraging it though. Curses, yeah, curses indeed. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable is what it is, for sure. I mean, I'll have to look at a table on the wiki, because I think this might actually be better than Knight's Sword by like a little bit. So just to triple check to make sure I can buff this. Yeah, I can buff it too. See, if I couldn't buff this thing, it'd be a lot rougher. It'd be like a lot rougher of a cell. But because I can buff it, it's actually pretty crazy. Oh. Okay. I mean, I killed the boss, so... I mean, I killed Selene Vinland, so... At least we got a straight shot to the next thing. Okay. Ah, dang. Frickin' poison. Harshed my mellow. See, I wouldn't even have to fight that Red Phantom if I hadn't gone to Pure Black World Tendency. But you know. So I've had to contend with Pure Black World Tendency in 3 worlds. For like, barely anything in terms of game. Fudge. Oh shoot, I tried to dodge roll. Okay, we just run past these, I think. Bye-bye. I guess I can just run past those other ones. Well, maybe. I think the fog door won't... It's like Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1. Oh, shoot. Okay, whatever. I guess we're just down in the swamp now. It's fine. That's fine. That's A-okay. I'm accustomed to that. Is he gonna follow me? What happens to his AI now? Because he's not supposed to be on this side of the fence. Oh, he's stuck. He's mad. He's like, I got out of bed for this. Is what he's saying to me. He's furious. Okay, come here. Never mind. He gave up. Okay, I'm just wrong. What do I know? Oh yeah, I remember it. It was actually, once you get used to it, it's not so bad. Like, there's a lot to say bad about this area, but once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. It's a lot more intimidating than it is in reality, I think. I think unless you're doing some, like, dumb Black World Tendency crap. Like, if you're in Black World Tendency, that's a little bit of a different story, but most of the time, it's pretty reasonable, actually. I don't think this is, like, impossible or anything. Okay, come here. No Man's Wharf. No Man's Wharf is pretty average. It's okay. I don't, like, the problem is it's too dark. In a lot of ways, which is, I get kind of the point. But, like, I think No Man's Wharf has that issue going for it. But that's true. Dark Souls, where there's some areas that are too bright, and some areas that are too dark, because their visual design isn't really consistent. Oh, come on. I think it's a fun area, at least. There's kind of no bad areas in Dark Souls 2, really. Also, it's one of the areas you can run through if you really want to. So that's one thing I guess I could say that's good and or bad about it. Uh-oh. Hmm. Sweet. Yeah, well, that's the problem, is those enemies are kind of annoying. I guess it's not the problem, but you know what I mean. Those enemies are, in fact, kind of annoying. Come on. Well, I should test out the pole arm against these guys while I'm here. Oop. That's pretty pushed. I gotta give this that is pretty pushed. Okay, now we gotta kill the colorless demon, and then we'll. What's up, homeboy? Try to faint stone. And like 500 souls too. I think the Varangians are kind of weird because they have that weird. They attack really fast and they have that weird stun lock combo. So I need to kill this stupid demon here. Uh-oh. Okay. Can this thing fight back? I just don't even know. There you go. That's good to have. So we can use that to upgrade Blind. Or we can use that to upgrade Blind. Not that that's all that like big a deal. We'll see. We'll do a little bit of compare and contrast. Because honestly, Blind might make up for this weapon, depending on how good or bad it is. We'll need to take a look. Because Blind is this weapon, but it goes through shields and weighs less. But you probably get less damage. Also, can you... I don't know if you can buff it. Let's see if you can buff it. No, okay, that's actually really bad. But you can't buff it. It doesn't, like, kill the weapon entirely, but it's not a good start. Like, generally, you want to be able to buff your weapons in this game. What do you even sell?
Hey, won't you?
Sure, actually. I'll buy some of that.
Finish. I only want
me dear boy to be happy. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. I want me dear boy to be happy. Oof. Where am I going? I've seen it. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, brother. You do this to me? Oh. Can't even frickin'... Where am I going? Is it below? Oh. I'm also running into arrows too. This weapon's great. I mean, I love the weapon for sure. There's no way around it. Man, oh, there's some faint stone. There we go. Are they saying, oh my god? That's pretty cool. That's what I think they're saying. That is pretty cool. Okay, please just show me to the exit, please. Where's the exit to this area? Darkman grass. Okay. See if we can. Let's see how fast we can kill Dirty Colossus here. Ooh, lemongrass. Oh, come on, please don't kill me now. After all this work. Yeah, I still kind of prefer the pole arm here. Let's give that, let's go back to it. Because it's like, it's just, I don't know. About the same. Old Spice, huh? We're close, right? Or no? It's this way. But I think we still do more DPS this way with this other one. I mean, I guess I could Blade Infuse this. Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, like Blade Infuse just ain't viable. This just ain't it. Like we can't actually use this infusion. Okay, let me try to not screw this up. What up, homeboy? How you doing, brother? Well, okay. I mean, it does its job. Gotta give it to it. Oh, come on. Fudge. Why am I one-handing it? Oh. There we go. I mean, that killed the boss really fast, yeah. There you go. Okay, but we're gonna not want to use this for the next enemy. I don't think it's as good, to be honest. I don't really like that compared to the scythe. I think honestly, even if I was willing to blade infuse, like if I was willing to blade infuse something, I just blade infuse the scythe. Like it's fine. It's fine. So I guess I just go HP here. It's fine. And we dump the rest into arrows. And then and we just kill Estrella. Maiden Estrella and Girl Vinland. It's gonna be fun trying to get here for the Faint Stone farm. I get the feeling that the Faith character is going to be very, very, very difficult. We'll see though. Okay. Oh, what's this? What is this? Okay, well that's fine. I don't think we're gonna use that, but it's fine. many arrows do I have? 200. Okay, it's fine.
Leave us, slayer of demons. This is a sanctuary for the lost and wretched. There is nothing here for you to pillage or plunder.
Okay.
Please, leave quietly.
Okay, bro.
You will turn back, will you? I shall let no harm come to dearest destroyer. May you rot in the deepest depths of this swamp.
Can I bleed you through your shield?
You abandoned us long ago. What right do you have? We have humble lives. Leave us be. Miss Destroyer,
Cool.
I have failed you.
Swag. Okay. Yeah, now we just go ahead and sniper. There's no headshots in this game as far as I know, but pretend like there is. Uh-oh.
This is our home.
This is our home.
We have done no harm to you.
Notice how she sounds like, Priscilla.
Have mercy. Is not your abandonment of us punishment enough? How long must we wait?
And also notice how this costs no stamina to fire.
What more can you possibly take from us? Dear Lord,
Here we go.
you are too cruel.
Okay.
You have abandoned us. Is that not punishment enough?
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, plague, all that. Well, come on, come on, come on. Come on, move it. There we go. Okay, now, we buy, where is it? What are we buying? Go over here.
Thou spent soul of the mind key to life's ether.
Boom.
Art thou made
Okay,
that?
now where are we going? Okay, we did 5. This is done. This is done. Okay, we're gonna go to Tower Latria. Boo. Boo, not Tower Latria. Not Tower Latria. Not the Tower Latria. Lord forbid. Yeah, well, that's the thing is it's one of those weirds where I don't know how it slipped through localization, because in more recent times they always do that for the purpose of avoiding of trying to avoid offending Westerners or Christians or Americans or whatever. You know how it is. But obviously, in Asia it's like exotic, right? So they have it as like a thing in their video games, right? But like that's offensive to some people here in America, I guess, or whatever. Something to that effect is the impression that I get. I don't know. But yeah, so they don't the capital God thing they don't do generally. But in this game, it's one of these ones where it's kind of the early ones, where like Western fantasy was becoming a lot more popular in Asia, I guess. And so they're like cool to do that. They're like, yeah, let's just have that in there, I guess, for this one. For me, it's not, I'm not really worried about it. It's like whatever. But I guess that's the thing. Like maybe they got complaints, or they just decided to avoid creating any controversy at all, you know. So they just like were like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Oop. I don't know. To me, it doesn't. You know, it's just whatever. These enemies are cool. What's funny is that the god in this world is Umbasa. Yeah. Well, so they have, so like Christianity, like we think of like dragons and knights and stuff as being kind of separate from Christianity, right? Like, you know, like you're watching Shrek and you know that is, like Christianity is not a facet in Shrek, right? Like there's dragons, there's knights, right? There's no Christianity, you know what I mean? But like to them, Christianity and that kind of stuff are connected. Because it makes sense, right? Like in reality, knights were connected to Christianity, right? In actual reality, historically, knights were connected to Christianity, but in modern American society, we don't think of knights as being connected to Christianity, right? We think of those being two fundamentally distinct ideas, right? Like if you're having dragons fight, there's no Christianity involved. But like obviously it's for this kind of stuff. Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, yeah, but I mean like in terms of like Shrek. Like there's no crosses in Shrek, there's no Christianity in Shrek. No one's talking about God in Shrek, right? Shrek being like the template. Or I should say the template, but like symbolic of the larger picture at play. Because yeah. But yeah, apparently they're, you know, this St. George is famous for slaying dragons. Like, I didn't know that. Well, like, obviously, if you have, like, a modern video game created by Westerners that features knights and stuff, Christianity's not going to be a component. They're not going to talk about God at all. And if they do, they'll talk about multiple gods. They'll talk about, you know, they'll talk about these random gods, like some kind of Zeus stuff, you know. They're like, oh, this is the god of light or whatever. This is the god of war or something, right? You know. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a great example, right? Because in that one, there technically is a god, but it's like more complicated than that. There's like the trickster god that forms reality or whatever, or Lorcan. But they don't call him God. They're not like, oh, this is Lorcan and he's the one true god, right? They don't want to like offend people or something, even though that's sort of how it is. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Is it like in, you know, like you play Sekiro and there's like Buddhas everywhere, right? It's like Buddha to a certain extent is part and parcel of like the Sengoku era fantasy, right? So it's like a fantastical version of Sengoku era Japan, and like the Buddha is literally everywhere, right? Because presumably, at least I don't know how historical this is. That's a really great question. But at least revisionistically, the Buddha is like tantamount to Sengoku era fantasy, right? And so like Demon Souls makes a lot of sense. Like the fact that there's like they talk about God and stuff makes total sense, right? Like in medieval England, there was no they didn't worship pagan gods, right? So you have this video game that's like set in like medieval night times, like a fantasy version of medieval night times, and they're talking about all these like gods, like the god of this and the god of that, and it's like that's very ahistorical, you know? Like they most certainly were not a bunch of pagan gods in you know, 1200 England or something, or 10 or 1000 England or whatever, right? Not at all, right? At least in England more broadly, right? And like even across Europe, there weren't that many pagan religions left in night times. So it's like weird. And yeah, even if there were, there would be no there would also be Christianity there, right, too. So it's like weird. And so you have these fantasy stories that are made by Westerners, and Christianity is like bizarrely absent, like unusually absent, like conspicuously absent as like a component. And compared to Sekiro, where the Buddha's literally everywhere, and it's like you read all the item descriptions, and it's like the Buddha's grace is fortuitous in times of peril or something, right? You know, and it's like the item you have, like, and that's the crazy thing, right? Like the bundled Jizo statue. So the bundled Jizo statue is the item that causes you to regenerate, or that lets you resurrect one more time, right? It's like that's literally an icon of the Buddha. You know, like it's so crazy. That'd be like in a video game where, that'd be like if you had like Dark Souls, right? And in Dark Souls, you had a resurrect power. And when you wanted to resurrect, you had like a little icon of the baby Jesus, and that like lets you resurrect one more time or something. Like that's like it's so wacky. It's like it's a distinction of how our cultures are so different from one another. Where you have this where they don't want to offend us, so they don't have that kind of thing. But like totally that makes sense conceptually when you compare it to like Sekiro. Like a version of like Dark Souls 3 that's like Sekiro, and there's like magic and stuff, and then also like miracles come from Jesus or whatever, and then you like have like a icon, you know, you have like your resurrect comes from the Jizo statue and stuff like that. Very and they're like Buddhist sugars, and there's like Buddhist sugars, and they're called like Christian candies or something, and they're like, although I guess I don't know, I think Buddhist sugars might be a reference to a real thing. I don't know. The Buddhist candies in Sekiro, there's a possibility those are actually like a real thing, and I just don't know. Like I'm not sure if those are like, that's the crazy thing about like playing Sekiro as like as a Westerner, is you don't know which things are references to real things and which things are just like made up for the game, right? Like is a bundled Jizo statue like a real thing, or is that something they came up with? And are the Buddhist or like the Akko sugar and stuff, like are those a reference to like a real thing that I just don't know about? Or like, is that just whatever? That would be pretty funny if there was like a Dark Souls and there was like a candy and it's like a magic candy that like makes you stronger from Jesus or something. Like that would be funny as hell. Like if that was an actual thing in like the Dark Souls 4 or whatever, I think that was like the funniest stuff. I'd be like, I think that was absolutely hilarious. Like, I would think that would be really, really, really hilarious, actually. But somebody isn't down. Like, you know for a fact that somebody is not down for that. Somebody out there is, like, not down for that at all. Like, just not cool with that. And it's like, I guess, you know, I don't really have a horse in the race, so I guess it's not really up to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Binding of Isaac is interesting because that's a great example, right? Where there's no, like, levity to it. You know, like, the Binding of Isaac is so serious about it. Like, it's so, like, hardcore and serious, you know? Whereas, like, I feel like there's a lot of levity to Sekiro. It's like the reason the Binding of Isaac is the way that it is because Edmund Macmillan knows that people take that really super serious. You know what I mean? Like, that's a component of the Binding of Isaac, is that, like, we have this in the game because people take it so seriously here in the West. And so it's like, that's a component of it. Yeah, that's true. So I feel like that's part of the thing about the Binding of Isaac. Is it's not really like it's supposed to not really be fun. It's supposed to be like really, really like dark. It like adds like a layer of like, ooh, uh-oh. And also Binding of Isaac's like the only one, you know? Binding of Isaac's like the only game series that's like doing that kind of stuff. Also, another thing about it is that Satan, like you see like rock music and stuff that features Satan as like a character, right? Like you're like, oh, like this heavy metal track is for Satan or whatever, right? And it's like Satan doesn't really appear that much in the actual biblical canon, I don't think. Like, I think if you're reading the Bible, he's like not that big a facet of the whole thing. Like, again, I don't know. I'm not like really a Bible guy. But as far as I understand, he's not really relevant to like Christianity in most cases. Yeah. We're watching that kind of stuff. It's like that actually doesn't have very much to do with Christianity. I think Satan appears like a handful of times in the whole deal. It's mostly about all kinds of other random crap. And so like it's funny that that the Satan is something that we have over and over and over again in Christianity, as something we associate with Christianity, because I think it has relatively little to do with the Bible. And like the things that the Bible has in it or something like that. But it is interesting how we do, now that I think about it, we do some Bible stuff. Like you'll have like the Simpsons doing like the Garden of Eden and stuff. And so that is true. So we definitely have a really weird relationship with like the Bible, like conceptually. But you still would definitely not have like a Dark Souls game where like you get brought back to life by Jesus statues. Like that would not be a thing. Like imagine like a version of like Dark Souls where you play as like a Assassin's Creed assassin, and you're hooking around. You're doing like the dumb you're doing like the stupid like grappling hook thing. Oh, my weapon broke. Uh-oh. That's just Dark Sign. You're like grappling hooking around instead of like Buddha statues. There's like Jesus statues, like the Christo Rendor. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is that those oftentimes those have very little to do with like practical Christianity as like a concept. Like those are more like culture. But yeah, when I think about it, yeah. So it's like it's interesting. It is really interesting. How you can't show like Jesus in your video games, but you can like show like the devil. Like, what's going on with that? It's like weird. You're like, Jesus, no, can't appear, blasphemy. But then it's like the devil, and it's like, yeah, okay, we just have the devil and everything all the time. Interesting. That is really interesting. Yeah, like you'd never be able to have like Jesus appear in your like video game. Like that's like not a thing. Or actually there was a video game, there was Doug Huggum. So there was some like Duke Nukem Forever. Or no, what was it was a Postal mod? Or no, what was it? It was like or Duke Nukem Forever, it was Doug Huggum or whatever. And there was like, and Jesus appears in that one. Where it's like you're a version of Duke Nukem that like helps people. Or something like that, yeah. That I thought was pretty funny. But like obviously that's part of the comedy of it. You wouldn't have like a AAA video game that would be allowed to do that. It's like really interesting. Although I guess in Sekiro there's not a whole lot of... Yeah, weird. Sekiro's weird. Sekiro is really weird. Sekiro is definitely really weird. There's no game like Sekiro for sure. Yeah, someday I'll play Persona. Someday I'll play Shin Megami Tensei or something. What am I doing right now? Do you mean like oh, I'm in the background? I'm playing Sekiro. Well, so assuming you're not talking about you mean in Demon Souls right now? No, I'm going to Man-Eaters. We're gonna go kill Man-Eaters. Yeah. We're gonna go kill Man-Eaters. So I'm gonna need. I have my killage for that. This is a pretty tough boss actually, but I should be able to kill him pretty easily. We're almost there too. So once I head back, I had to repair my equipment. But we actually should be like right on the cusp for this. And then we can go... Yeah, this is pretty good. This sword's actually pretty decent. And what I'll do is instead of black turpentine, we'll do regular turpentine though. Because it lasts longer. Yeah, we're to kill Man-Eaters. This is like the hardest boss in the game, basically. So, but we should be able to kill him really fast. We should be able to quick kill him like instantly here. I'm like really not afraid of him. Oh, I didn't go to the heart chamber. Ah, whatever. Technically, there's some treasure I need to grab in the heart chamber here, but it's fine. It's a fine. I need, wait. Uh-oh. Ow. Frickin' don't, frickin'. Okay. There we go. Frickin' mind flayers. Unbelievable. Unbelievably rude. Mind flayers. Can you believe these guys? They stun ya, they zap ya. It's just everything. Those frickin' mind flayers. Yeah, we're gonna kill this boss. And then after this there's 1, 2, 3. There's still only 3 bosses after this. So we kill this boss, and then we're probably not gonna have enough time for the stream. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Well, I mean, I might push all the way to the end of the game. I don't know, because there's not that much game left. So the stream might go longer. I don't know, but I kind of don't want the stream to go longer either. So I don't know how I'm gonna sort that out. Yeah. Oh shoot! Oh no! Boo! 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 Oh well, that's okay. We need to go to the heart anyway. We need to go to the heart room to grab something. And then we can spend a bunch of souls upgrading my oh, it's gonna be intelligence. So or magic. It's called magic in this game. It's gonna be intelligence. It's gonna be the wizard. And yeah. So we're gonna cast fireball and all that good stuff. So intelligence in this game, intelligence is attunement, and and intelligence is magic. If that makes sense. So the stat that corresponds to the stat that increases the number of spells you can attune is called intelligence in this game, and the stat that increases the damage of your magic spell of your intelligence or of your sorceries is magic. Well, let's go to the heart. We'll talk to the heart real fast. This will solve. This will. We'll get some treasure here, because there's some pretty good stuff out of this. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's see if it slows down, if it lags like crazy here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. See if it lags like crazy here. No? Okay. Never mind, I figured out the lag situation. Oh god. Ring of Avarice. Storied Hero Soul. Yeah, in fact, I think we'll go back to Black Turpentine too while I'm at it. Yeah, I've had issues with this. This area has lagged sometimes, but I guess it just doesn't this time. It's so weird. Oh. Yeah, then man-eaters should be relatively easy to kill. Once I get it right. I do so much damage that like this boss should be really easy, but you can get knocked off the platform and stuff against this guy, so I need to position myself better. I need to not be trying to like outthink him. or whatever. I need to not be putting myself in a position where I can get knocked off the ledge here. What I just need to go to the center of the arena and then just like buff up my weapon there, and then it should be like really easy. But yeah, this boss can do all kinds of annoying stuff. I think this is probably the hardest boss in the game, actually. Dragon God's pretty annoying too, but he's not that bad really. Dragon God is pretty annoying. Flame Lurker might actually be the hardest boss in the game. Flame Lurker's pretty rough. I don't think he's like the worst thing in the world, but the second you have to deal with him like at all, it's like really bad. Which is funny because for the Faith character, I'm gonna have to fight him in melee. So usually I cheese him. Usually I cheese him with bows and arrows, but for the Faith character, I'm gonna have to fight him in melee. So that's gonna be really funny. But for the Magic character, he's gonna be laughably easy. He literally has no chance against the Magic character. The Magic character is gonna destroy him because he's very weak to magic. So, but that, I mean, if he's weak to magic, though, I guess the Faith character will do lots of damage. So there is that, I suppose. What's this way? Is it just dead? Does it? No, there's treasure. Okay. There's treasure over here. Okay. Oh, it's Old Spice. Yeah, I think this happened last run too. I was like, what is this way? And it's just Old Spice. Okay. Okay, so we need to be in this position here where he can't just like knock us off super easily. Where is he? Oh, there he is. What up, brother? Ow. Unbelievable, right? How rude. Flying around and crap. Where is he? Oh. Yeah, there you go. And the second one appears. Come on, bro. Bro, come on. Come on, bro. Brother. Unbelievable, right? Here he is. Uh-oh. And he just goes off again, yeah. It's immediately... Okay, you know what? No. That's okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it, bruh. I guess this is so you don't hate your life when if you're fighting two of them. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. What a janky, derpy boss. What a janky, derpy boss. And he just goes off the ledge again, yeah. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, there might not be a stream tomorrow, by the way. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, to be honest. I probably should. Because I might volunteer. I guess I can look. If there's no slot open for me, I'm not gonna. I'll stream tomorrow night. So I'll probably check right before the stream ends. And then we need to get we need to get 2 more colorless demon souls. So we're gonna go to Island's Edge and do some stuff. Yeah, or no. Before we do anything else, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go talk to the crow. Or no, I don't have the items. Never mind. Hold up. I don't have the prep. We need to kill the colorless demons first. And then I need, what's the other? Oh, I need a Talisman of God. Because I have the gold mask, and then I just need to give him the Talisman of God too.
Thank good poet.
Okay, deposit item. Old Spice. We're closing in on the end of the game here. I think it's just, oh yeah, we have to kill Old Monk too, yeah. Don't need that. 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 That I don't need either. We need the gold mask. We don't need the armor. Take item. Where's Talisman of God? Oh, it's right here. There it is. Yeah. We're gonna need this. First, though, we go kill the colorless demon to despawn the red phantom, because we don't want to fight him. So we're gonna come back to our old favorite area in the game. Where's Steve's ring? While we're here, we'll buy some grass too.
Oh.
There we go.
Hold up. Is she or not?
There we go. At least we got plenty of grass now. Everyone's favorite part. No, but don't worry. We're not going to kill it. We're not here to kill the skeleton anymore. That ship has sailed. We've done that plenty. We need to kill him once, though, just to get him out of the way. Okay. So we should... There it is. Yep, there he is, right there. There's our quarry. Chunk of dark mage done this. Okay. That's what we needed. The colorless demon soul. Now we go to Island's Edge. Oh. I don't have it equipped. And note that dark signing here does not drop us at a human form. We get to keep human form if we dark sign. So presumably you shouldn't ever really, if you're actually good at the game, you shouldn't ever drop out of human form, basically. And then we'll get 2 more colorless demon souls, and then we'll check blind. Yeah, and notice how that red phantom despawns. Ow. I honestly think the killage might be better here. Sweet. Honestly, I probably should have fought that red phantom. Just to test my might. But you know how it is. Okay, and then yeah, we need to go to Sparkly. Is it this way? Why not? Oh no, it's up. It's up here. Do I not know? They have 2 sets of mouths, by the way. They have like a second mouth on their chest. It's really weird. Okay. Really cool enemy design. Okay. Out of my way, son.
You! Give me.
Okay. We give him Talisman of God.
Sparkly.
Okay, cool. Okay. There it is.
Give me, please.
Okay. Then we go give him the gold mask.
Sparkly.
So we should be able to get the blind to +4 here. And I should be able to identify more or less how good it is compared to Bladestone. The problem is we're not going to get all 5. I guess I could get 5.
Give me, please.
Okay, cool. Dark sign out. Then we go to 2-1 and we upgrade it. And then we'll see what it does. And then we can kill Old Monk. That should take me like 2 seconds. Old Monk's pretty easy, honestly. Especially with a pole arm. Okay. Take the elevator. We need a bunch of souls. So we'll just pop like a big soul. Like legendary, yeah, whatever. There you go. Okay, upgrade a weapon. Did I drop it at him? Where is it? Do I have it on me? I do. Why is this not... Huh? Upgrade weapon. Repair weapon. What is going on? It says on the wiki that it's an upgradable weapon. And I have the colorless demon souls, right? What?
All done?
Do I need to go to the other blacksmith? Huh. Is this weapon not upgradable? Whatever. I'll look it up after this. That's interesting. So if this weapon isn't upgradable, it's useless.
I can.
Huh.
No interest. I can.
Do I need to talk to him or something? Oh, maybe that's what I haven't given him the the thing. Maybe I haven't given him the thing yet. There's like, he technically can't do this until I give him an item, I guess, maybe? I need to give him Flaming Demon Souls or whatever. Or Flaming, there's a key item that drops off a Flame Lurker. So that might be it. I mean, it looks cool. It's also very light. It's like strangely light for what it is. It weighs very little. For some reason.
If it be able. I'm busy forging a wet walls.
Okay.
Demon, during solid. A turkey, your mighty eye. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes.
Bring me.
Okay. Let's see how it does. So, S. Really? It seemed not to have done anything at all. Yeah, okay. So that's not anything. That's interesting, but it's not anything at all. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, cool. As long as we know. That's really weird. I was kind of hoping that would actually be kind of interesting, but no, it's a really terrible weapon. The scaling on it isn't even very good. So it's like low base and low scaling. Oh yeah, Terralatria. I'm gonna kill Old Monk really fast. I don't know what's gonna happen next stream if I only am. Maybe I'll just stream. Maybe the stream will just be short. But like, I feel kind of bad. I mean, you know, it's whatever. Yeah. I get it. Weirdo. Puts on robe or something. I don't know. Okay. Stab. Expertly juked. Mind Flayer is deceased. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Fudge. No! Oh, I got him. Huh. That's the pure Moonlight Stone, huh? Interesting. Easy. Whatever, maybe we'll just have a short stream next time. Before I end stream, we need to see if I'm going to stream tomorrow night or not. Try as best as I can to have some kind of heads up. Yeah, well, he's supposed to be PvP. So if you're playing online, he'll be another player. But he's actually really tough if you don't have the right weapon. He can actually be a lot tougher than I made him look in some cases. If you have the wrong weapon, the polearm really helps because he can't really do much to me. I mean, like, I probably could have done it with a fast weapon too, but one second, let me check something real quick here. I'll tell you right now if there's a stream tomorrow night or not. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay, where is it? There it is. No, there's no stream tomorrow night. I'm sorry, everyone. No stream tomorrow night. I'm going somewhere tomorrow night. Okay. So, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. We got our Bladestone weapon finally after a billion years of work. We finally got our Bladestone weapon, and I might go straight. So next stream is gonna be Sunday, and then it might be a short stream, or I might go straight into intelligence. I don't know which. So because I'm probably gonna finish the game pretty quick. Well, I mean, might not be that quick actually. We might have some melon left to thump. Yeah, you too. Thanks for all the people who chatted and stuff. Been really awesome. Nice to see you guys. But Sunday, see you guys. Anyway, stream will be on